fake Facebook man, posting lies about my life which no one else can. Filters on my face to disguise my age, showing money that I don't have. There's words on my page. Why don't you come and join my team? It's called living the fake Facebook life dream. If they post a pic of me eating clean, but it's pizza and burgers for dinner, you know what I mean. A snapshot of vacations that I got no money to take. Send you one of my sports cars, you know that it's a fake. And my love loaded up with things that aren't even true. Pretending on Facebook is my thing too. Yeah, 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 yeah.
2,000 friends, which I've never done met. A pic of my lunch is what you're gonna get. I had a post of your baby, say it's one darn cute kid. But I lied, cause it's ugly, that's called an online fib. I talk about success in my job and the pending promotion. But in reality it's a psych, cause I got a demotion.
Only the fake Facebook man, posting lies about my life which no one else can. Filters on my face to disguise my age, showing money that I don't have. There's words on my page. Why don't you come and join my team? It's called living a fake Facebook life dream.
You block me on Facebook without a judge, jury, or trial. I'll be creeping you the next day with a shiny new profile. See a pic of my family? Yeah, we're having a good time. Well, the joke's on you. We have not talked in 8 months or 9. I'll tell you about the weather and the stuff you don't need to know. I'll fake a good illness so the sympathy will grow. I'll ask you to donate to my made-up cause and post selfies on the daily. That ain't breaking no laws. So don't judge the life of the fake Facebook man, pretending to be happy like no one else can.
Mr. KINZ.
Hey, what's going on there, Jamie KLOMP?
That's we always get this. You ever notice that when we start off the show, we get this like half second of echo? What is that?
I don't know.
You got a lot of beer cans in your house that the sound's bouncing in and off of?
Metal plate in my head. I don't know. It the earth tilted just a little bit.
Right.
I don't know. It could be the ginormous amount of money that we're giving away tonight to 3 local businesses at the end of tonight's show. $1,000 each. I can't wait to find out who is going to win from one of the small businesses.
And how they're going to win, right?
Yes.
We've revealed how it's going to win. You know, Sniper, one of Martin Peel's canines. You know, there's going to be a whole bucket of tennis balls. In these tennis balls are the ballots of the business.
Yeah.
Sniper's going to grab one out. How do you like that?
I like it. I asked Martin if he's getting ready. He says he's got the balls and the ballots inside the tennis balls. Question is, will Sniper get the ball and bring it back, take it off into the bush? It's going to be live. We don't know what's going to happen, but three tennis balls and 3 businesses inside those tennis balls that have been hit hard with this stay-at-home order with no money. You know, with no access to curbside, they're going to pick up $1,000 tonight and most likely get an EMT from Martin Peel, from Pat's Canine Protection Detection Services, Spoiled Rotten from Melissa LaMarche, and Minuteman Press donating the $1,000 to these special businesses tonight.
That's right. Okay, so talking about awesome businesses, I want to give you an update on Timmins RV. So I told you my parents-in-law purchased an RV from them. Now they have it.
Yeah.
And this thing, Kinsman, like I'm almost like going to give up my mortgage and move in it. Like it has this fireplace in the living room. Then you can rotate it. And then now the fireplace is in your bedroom. Like I don't have, you have that in your house?
I don't have that in my house, but I'm just picturing, is that how you discipline kids nowadays? If the kids are enjoying, let's say you're grounded, go to the room. That's it. They don't get the fireplace and they don't get the TV. They're coming back out to the living room. The kids can go hang out there with no electronics.
Mark Kinsman's
Right?
discipline lessons. I like that.
Lesson 101. That's right.
Yeah.
I'm going to get a call here.
But that's right. You got to get down there. This is going to be the year to start camping or continue camping. We hope they're going to allow it, but usually it's one of the few things we're allowed to do if we're still in these restricted times. We're hoping they'll lift that restriction, but they have a whole selection of RVs. And we know last year, these things sell fast because a bunch of people who aren't going on like their regular vacations are now purchasing RVs and campers and enjoying the great outdoors like we do in Timmins. So
that's right.
Big selection there. So, we encourage folks, go check it out. You never know. You might find something you love.
And, I'm just going to say this because I was there witnessing your trailer going into your driveway. You've actually spent more time in this RV this weekend than you have inside your house. That's how awesome the RV is.
I'm that guy, Kinsman. Of course I am. But, okay, the Surge. So, once again, we were supposed to be kicking off our one-year residency this month at the Surge. Obviously, that's postponed. They cannot be open, but we love it there. We're going to be doing 12 months of live shows, stream shows, trivia nights, a whole ton of stuff. We got some awesome stuff that we're planning. It's even going to be cooler when we can hopefully kick off the first show in May. We got a lot of stuff happening.
Fingers crossed, obviously, with Doug Ford's, restrictions. Hopefully he'll ease into the next list of restrictions, if the numbers get down. And we can get back into the Surge because, I'm looking forward to it. We're there for 12 months, and hopefully we can kick it off with month number 1, and of course, show number 1. And I'm looking forward to it. Kim is just an amazing gal, great staff there at the Surge. If you've never been, when everything loosens and we can get back into the Surge, this is going to be the place to be.
That's right. Hello, Valerie. Want to say some hellos, Kinsman?
Yeah, we've got good evening from Ashley. Sweetness says, hey, peeps. Hey, guys, great day today. That was from Janice Lori Ball. She says, love the rap.
Hey, finally a compliment on the song. All right, I like that.
She likes that. Carol says, good evening, guys. Love your introduction song, Jamie. Like two compliments tonight.
That is awesome. Well, thank you so much. I made that with... produced by Paul Sabalch. The guy is beyond talented, and he made me sound half good. And the guy is amazing. There's Joanne.
Perps. I think she meant peeps. That's Joanne. Paul Sparky Charette from KINZ Safety provided the fire extinguishers back on trivia. He says, you guys are on different sides tonight.
Hey, that's weird. Watch. There we go.
There we go. You were playing with Paul's OCD. Paul, is that better? In the comments below, I actually noticed that. I'm like, what happened here? Yeah, but there we go. We're on proper sides.
There's Terry Martin from Timmins RV.
Yeah, hi Terry. We love seeing Terry down there. There, too much change. Ha ha ha. Yeah, we so much change with everything in the province with restrictions. We can't ruin KINZ and KLOMP Live and our sides of our faces. And Joanne says, are you at Jamie's house? You are flipped. No, we flip things back here.
When Kinsman comes over, I only let him sit on the deck, never on the inside, one step at a time in this friendship.
That's right. Who else do we got for comments there?
Well, there we go.
Tanya says, hi, guys. Hello, Tanya. Wayne Covey says, hello, guys. Evening, boys, from Jeff. Sabrina says, hello. So hello to everybody viewing in tonight's Small Businesses viewing, trying to figure out who's going to win $1,000. 3 businesses are going to win $1,000 at the end of tonight's show. And again, it's going to be, we don't know what's going to happen. Sniper, one of the trained canines here in the city with Pads Canine, going to select 3 ballots, which are now hidden in tennis balls. We're going to be joined with Martin Peel at the end to make those draws.
When we do draws, we just use your kid's Lego bucket. And when Martin Peel comes on, he has a whole system. So he's upstaging us tonight, Kinsman.
He's upstaging, yes.
Okay, so people we're back to our normal positions. A couple more hellos.
That's Sarah Wing said, good evening, guys. Chris Ratzi says hello with his clapping. Julie, happy day. Yes, it is a happy day. Someone's going to win $1,000 tonight. And again, it could be any one of the local businesses that are in the ballot bomb, the drum for tonight.
All right, Kinsman. Now, more than that, though, right? We have some awesome folks on from Bella's Boutique.
Yes,
and
we
we
do.
want to remind people that Bella's Boutique and Fit by Micheline both have auction items to put up tonight. And what does Bella's Boutique have, Kinsman?
Bella's Boutique has, obviously, Bella's nice children's store here in the city of Timmins.
Yeah.
They've got a mermaid tail and sunglasses. Those two items right there worth $95. Plus, they're throwing in tonight a $50 gift certificate. So a $145 package up for grabs from Bella's Boutique. And again, minimum bids for Bella's. $50. So to make a bid, you just start bidding in the comment section below. And we're going to be joined by Micheline Beaulieu from Fit by Micheline later on in the show. And she's got her auction item up for grabs, a 6-week online fitness and nutrition challenge. Now, that challenge is worth $110 with Micheline. And again, starting bids start at $50 for both auction items tonight from Bella's Boutique and Fit by Micheline. Looking forward to seeing who can rack those prizes up. And of course, at the end of the night, it's money going back to these small businesses here in the city.
Okay, so what you need to do, because we do have 2 different companies having auction items, yes, bid in the comment section, but if you can let us know which...
Like who you're bidding for.
Yeah, because we're not smart enough to figure that out. I saw Kins at the Circle. You never told me you went to the Circle, okay, Kinsman? And you tell me everything. So what's up with
Justin? I didn't see Justin at the Circle K. Was Justin the one that honked at me? I got honked at the Circle K. I thought I did something wrong.
So we had bids, for example, 55 from Kim, 60 from Ashley, and 75 from Nat. So okay, they're telling us it's for Bella's.
That's for Bella's from Ashley, yes.
And now we have Nat Gamache Berry at 75, and we'll just confirm if that's for Bella's. So by the look of it, we're at $75. I think we should bring them on because they're waiting backstage.
I think so. We've got Paul and Holly from Bella's Boutique waiting backstage. Let's bring them in.
Hello.
Hi, guys.
Hi.
Hi.
How
are you?
Oh, good. Good, you?
Doing fabulous. Great to have you on KINZ and KLOMP Live. Hopefully you had a great weekend, and you're ready to tell us all about Bella's Boutique tonight on the show.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's great. So
we also have our daughter, Isabella. So the name Bella's Boutique comes from Isabella. So Bella is here.
Oh, hello. How are you doing?
Good.
I like your hat. I'm a hat wearer also. So tell us, for the folks that don't know, what is Bella's Boutique?
Well, Bella's Boutique is basically a children's clothing store. We run from sizes preemie to about 14, 16, depending on our brands. We do baptism, first communions. So we have apparel for those as well. We have gifts for those special events. We can also order dresses in as well, and suits for boys. And as we moved here last March, when we got to our bigger spot, we also brought in maternity. So now we're trying to grow as we get older. I guess it's bigger. Yes. This March actually made 5 years now that we've been running. So taking baby steps. And so our next goal is we're trying to get into some products that will help with lactation and stuff like that for nursing moms.
Excellent.
So, yeah, a little bit.
And when you first moved, or when you first opened up shop, you were right around by the sushi shop on 9th and 3rd. Or are you still there? You've moved since then.
Yeah. So we were actually the location where Float 11 was.
Is right now.
Or is, I should say, we used to be there. So we moved around the corner where Gracie Jinsu was previous.
Okay.
So between the Gracie Jinsu door and Sushi shop. We're a lot bigger.
It's the same building, but just around the corner and still beside the sushi shop. So
Oh, that's odd.
yeah,
Where
instead of being on Pine, on Third, we're on Pine now. So same building.
we're up to $80
Yeah.
for your auction item, and we do have a question from Tanya. She's asked if you ship stuff.
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
So
right.
we do Canada Post, and we do also
We do Northland Bus,
Northland Bus.
as if it goes in that direction. We also could do Air Quebec. We've done Thunder Air. We've done Barry's Freight.
Yeah.
If it's local, then we do certain days of the week where we do free local delivery. We'll
For-
go all the way to Nova Scotia, and we'll go
for
all the way to
Porcupine.
Porcupine.
At no
wow.
charge.
So
Oh, yeah.
Tanya's saying she is in Sudbury.
We can ship there.
We can ship there. We can do ONAR, it'd be the cheapest way as
Perfect.
an option.
Yeah, we
So-
do whatever the customer feels. We try to give them a couple options, and we grab the one that they prefer.
So once again, you mentioned you've been in business for, is it 5 years?
5 years now, yeah.
Yeah. Well, first of all, congratulations. Have you found these past 13 or so months, I guess, going on to 14, to be
Well,
the most challenging part of the last 5 years?
well, yeah. I would say yes. The problem we have is last year, we moved here in March. We opened March 4th. We shut down March 23rd, I believe, for the COVID, right? For 2
Yeah.
months. So we did 2 weeks here, open door, then we shut down 2 months. The rent is more expensive. We pay our own utilities, so everything changed cost-wise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was
It was a little scary,
yeah.
especially the fact that it was the first time around, like anybody not knowing what was going on. And the fact that,
it's hard.
2 months, it was like nothing. So we had to expect that getting zero, right, for our income. But our customers helped out. We did a lot of orders and
Lots of Facebook, personal Facebook, so communication between each other, sending pictures forward and back. It was different.
Yeah, it was a lot of work, but we got through it, and we're gonna do it again. That's what we're doing right now.
It's hard to, to deal with the cards, being dealt with the COVID restrictions, when they lock down. Is curbside available? Thank goodness, you're one of the businesses who can use curbside. Have you had to adjust? Obviously, you're saying with a lot of the online access. Before COVID, were you online, or have you now switched now because of COVID to the online statuses?
We were working towards having an online website. I think we were working on it before COVID hit.
Starting November of last year.
November. Yeah, we were working on it, but we weren't there because it is a lot of work, and we are doing it ourselves on top of the store. But we always dealt with people with Facebook. So if you wanted something, we sent pictures back and forth over the phone, texts. That's how I've gotten. But now the
online's almost complete. It's about 80%.
Yeah.
So what we have in the store is almost all of it available online. The online also gives you the option of picking free delivery locally, pick up at curbside. Also gives you costs for out of town shipping. So Cochrane Cab will give you a rate also.
So have you always wanted to, I guess it's a two-part question. First of all, is this the first, small business you have owned? And has it always been a dream of yours? And is this how you dreamed it would roll out? Because I really love what you folks are doing.
It's not our first time around. We've, I don't know if you know, almost 14 years ago, we've owned Taco Villa. That was in this Timmins Square.
Yeah.
We loved it. We loved the only reason we shut down had to do with franchise. So that's a different story. But we have always liked about being our own boss. And so I was a stay-at-home mom for almost 9 years, raising the 3 kids. And she was almost going to school. And it's like, okay, let's try to figure out something. And noticed a niche in kids' clothing and just went with it.
And just funny, we started.
Just rolled with it. And
in December 2015, we decided we'll go to work on a business plan, open the business. And March 23rd of 2016, we opened the door. So we did learn a lot of stuff to the business-wise, as some things were supposed to be approved or finance-wise, and it was canceled. So we took more investment that we had and put into the business. We do have a collage slowly we're trying to make as from the day we opened to now, you get to see the difference as we went. There's a massive difference in inventory.
Oh my God, big time difference.
But it's a different experience in life. If ever someone looks at it, food is easier to sell than retail. You can sell food, no problem.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Retail a little tough until you start to, I guess, figure out what's hot, what's not. Obviously dealing with kids. Kids outgrow their sizes and styles probably quicker. As quick as my 5-year-old and 3-year-old do. So how do you keep on track and on top of kids' fashions? What's hot for someone who's never been to Bella's boutique? Maybe they're in search of kids' clothes today.
Well, we try to keep up with the newest trends, and our sales reps are a big help. So whenever we go twice a year to go see our sales reps, and we go see the lines firsthand, and we pick them out. And then some companies, like it's our Maroyal company, it's from Spain. I can have this, we'll say I can have this, but then I can pick, what size I want, and then I can pick, it comes in blue, it comes in yellow, it comes in red. So then I have to pick which one I want to bring into the store. And they've always been pretty helpful too. So, but usually judging too from my own kid's sense of fashion, like she changes all the time, but I say, Belle, what do you think of this? And she goes, yeah, that's good. And I'll order it. And so yeah, it just comes and goes. And then you see what sells and you see what doesn't, and you learn from that, right? But everyone's taste is different. So something that I might not like, someone else might like it, or vice versa, right? So
just like the new style for most parents now are they want to be organic or organic cotton or
the
bamboo.
becoming...
So we start bringing that product in. A little bit more expensive, but the product is nice.
Gorgeous. Yeah.
It's always nice too, because I remember I had my first communion, but then I did I think it's the first confirmation, and you do that in grade 8. Well, my parents had no sense of style. They dressed me in all Big Bird yellow suit, and I was the laughing stock in grade 8. We could have used your folks' expertise that day. So it's so nice to be able to go in and say, listen, this is out of our comfort zone. We have a special event coming up. I need my child dressed. Can you help them out? Because trust me, I was teased for about a year after this thing.
They're like, "Hey, Big Bird, how are you?" Right? Kids are cool, right? Especially when you come dressed a little funny looking, right?
Yeah,
a little off.
Well, we try to keep a lot of the formal wear in stock there, but like I said, ordering can be an option if there's enough time frame, and obviously if it's available with my suppliers, right? But we try to, especially the weddings, the confirmations and all, we try to keep a good stock in here. But right now with the COVID, though, that seems to be put on hold.
We could do a walk around after with you guys if you want to.
But
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Would you give an idea how big it is?
Sure. Yeah.
We could certainly do that.
Yeah.
Oh, can you do that?
There we go.
So if you start this side would be the girls. So those would be like the young ones from 0 to 6 months.
Okay.
Then I'll continue up to bigger to the other end.
It's a little messy because we've been getting orders in and we're trying to find room. And
oh wow.
If you call that messy, you wouldn't want to come into my place right now. That looks pretty tidy.
Yeah.
Nice looking shop and the new digs there.
Well, it's pretty big.
Kind of hard doing this, eh?
No, it looks good.
On the back end is our communion baptism tuxes back there.
Change.
Quite the choice and the options, which is what every parent wants, right? Yeah, you want to have variety, and Bella's Boutique certainly the place to go in Timmins when it comes to children's fashions. Do you have the mermaid tail? That's a part of the auction. The mermaid tail and the sunglasses.
Roll it. It's big. A guy could fit in it, and then at the bottom of the fins, it's actually open inside, so the feet can actually go in this.
Nice.
I love that you showed the store, because it's a common misconception I hear why people like big box stores because they feel they have lots in stock. But here we have a local business, a local small business ran by a couple in this community. I've owned a couple businesses in this community, and look at their store. Tons of stock. And I'm sure if you wanted something that they didn't have, they'd be able to order it in for you. But there's lots. We just seen right now lots. You can walk in that store and there's
Well, that's right.
availability.
Well,
I
that's
think
what we do.
folks are doing a great job.
Thank you. It's a work in progress, but, you know, one day at a time. You know, when you go up, you know, they say up stick creek without a paddle. Well, we still got the paddle right now, so we're taking it day by day.
Yeah,
That's right.
we already had a couple people comment that you have the wow, lots of stock, nice store. They have everything and a big store, so you can tell that the positive word of mouth has spread around our community, and I'm sure that means a lot, right? Especially in a small community such as ours, to have someone come in and shop, and then when they have a positive experience, pass that on to their friends and family.
Oh yeah.
That's what we try to do. We try to give a good experience, and we're here to help. It's not like a number, right? We talk with our customers. We learn about them, their grandkids, and their, you know, other
Great grandkids.
yeah, great grandkids, and we become almost family. It's like I know a couple of customers I have. Fortunately, they passed away, and then like I see these eyes, and my heart breaks, and I'm like, oh my God, I can't believe she's gone, and the memories of this customer, and you build a relationship with them. And then so, and even if we're on the phone or on Facebook, I know what they like. I'll send them pictures. It's like we help become your one-on-one personal shopper. And
That's
you
right.
know, you build a nice relationship with these people.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And once again, another big sell for local business.
Yeah,
Sometimes,
certainly is.
bigger corporations, they don't remember you the next time. Go to
No.
a local store. The owners are usually there. If not, you know, staff that know who you are. And if you ever have an issue, I'm sure you can bring it back in and they'll take care of you. So there's many reasons why, you know, if you have money to spend, clothing products or services, we should be shopping local and help out these folks to ensure that they can stay in our community.
That's right.
Yeah.
You're not diving under the desk when phones ring. You know, if someone, let's say it's, you know, hours after hour, after your business hours, you know, someone forgot a first communion dress or a tux for a baptism, they can easily message you, and you know you'd come down, open the door, and say, oh, you know, make arrangements. Where, you know, if you buy something online, obviously you wouldn't be able to do that.
If we can make arrangements, we'll do that. You know, but obviously, you know, too, we do have a personal life, right? You know, like it's we gotta sometimes realize that, okay, I have to dedicate some time to my kids, but if we're not doing anything, whatever, I'll take 5 minutes and I'll get away from them and I'll go to the store.
Yeah, there we go. So I know you folks are on Facebook, but did you want to share any other contact information? The website, the contact phone number. How can folks get a hold of you to take a look at your products?
Well, obviously, yeah, on Facebook is a good thing there. Like I said, our website is there's a little glitches here and there on the website, but overall it's still good. But if you have any questions, you can again call and message us. So it's www.bellasboutiques.ca. Our phone number is 705-288-2352. Call, text, and again, Facebook too. So that's usually, we're trying to work with Instagram. No.
Instagram or Pinterest and all that. That's all new.
All over social medias.
Yeah.
It's all new.
The only thing is too, is like normally I'm the one that does everything. Like he'll have his full-time job, right? So I'm doing all the answering, I'm doing all the ordering, putting stock on the floor, the customer. So it does become a lot, right? So, but I'll get there, and then usually customers know that within 24 hours I'll get back to them.
Awesome. Well, continued success. Absolutely. I've heard so many positive things about your store, and most importantly, the customer service. We'd love to have you folks back on again to tell us how the business is going. And of course, as for all our small businesses, we hope you guys can open up your doors very time soon and invite customers back in. But we really appreciate the time you spent with us today.
Yes. Thanks so much, guys, for hopping on.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys. Take care.
Okay.
Bye.
That,
And keep in mind, you have a chance to pick up that amazing auction package, mermaid tail, sunglasses, and a $50 gift certificate. That's $145 worth of Bella's Boutique in tonight's auction for Bella's. And again, great local store. You know, Paul and Holly, Isabella. You know, you can't get any more local than that. They named the store after their daughter, and, you know, they're right here in Timmins. My boys, in fact, you know, I've got a tie to Bella's Boutique. Both my boys and their baptism tuxes were purchased through Bella's Boutique.
did you put them in yellow baptism tuxes?
No, they were white.
Well, lucky you didn't come to me for advice, Kinsman.
No, cute little tuxes.
Yeah.
That's
all
it.
right.
Yeah.
We're busy folks tonight, Kinsman. We got to keep the train rolling. I'm excited. I'm excited for Micheline to come on. You know, I'm going to ask her who can do more push-ups, me or you. I bet you she says me.
I'm going to say it's you. I can do more arm curls with beer mugs in arms and hands. See, I should probably get onto this challenge when we talk to Micheline here. Let's bring Micheline in. She's auctioning off a 6-week online fitness and nutrition challenge. You know, maybe I should hop on this challenge and see how fit I could get in the 6-week challenge.
Hello, Micheline.
Hi,
How are you doing?
I'm good. And you guys?
We're
Doing great.
very good. Now, like I said, who do you think could do more push-ups, myself or Mark?
Well, to be honest, my safest guess would be you guys would have to show us who can do the most push-ups.
We'll save that for another show.
Yeah, that's right. We'd be knocking cameras, but I think, like you said, Mark, you wanted to put a bid on Micheline's auction. You know how to do it. You're not excluded from that. You can add a comment, and then you'll be all set.
Yeah, could definitely get into the package. Now, the 6-week challenge is worth $110, and bidding starts, Micheline, tonight at $50. What does the winner, the viewer, get through you? What goes through the 6-week challenge?
Well, first, for the 6-week challenge, for every participant, I make a personalized meal plan and macronutrient plan. So that includes your calories, carbs, fat, and protein. So each participant has it personalized to their needs and their goals. And then the actual training program is divided in 3 different periods. So for 2 weeks, they'll get a certain training plan. And then the next 2 weeks, it'll be another plan. And then the last 2 weeks, it's another training plan. And then throughout the challenge, at least once a week, I check in. We have group calls on Facebook. I like that new feature that you can use like meetings or something like that. And we all chat, you know. I give a lot of mindset support. It's really important because if you can't break those bad habits, then it's going to be a lot harder to get through a big lifestyle change like that. And then at the end of the challenge, I pick, well, for the last challenge we just finished, I was supposed to pick one winner and I couldn't decide because I was so proud of the achievements that my clients made. So I chose 2 winners. One of the winners won a free 4-week personalized training plan, and the other winner won $50 off entry into my next challenge that starts on May 3rd. And I'm hoping to be able to offer cash prizes as we get more and more participants, because, I mean, who doesn't like cash? And everybody needs a little bit of help, especially right now with COVID hurting everybody. So I
love this for 2 things. I love these challenges because it's an extra motivation to work out and do something healthy. I love the time block, but the biggest thing, like, I love, and I know this from personal experience, is that, you know, you have Micheline assisting you along the way, because I've been to the gym before and I'm too embarrassed how to work this equipment, and I'm doing it all wrong because I'm coming out of there with a sore back, and, you know, I have one salad and then the next day I'm disappointed I didn't lose 5 pounds. But if you have someone with Micheline by your side, you know, who's an expert in fitness, can make it fun and motivate you, you know, you're going to start seeing results, but it won't be, and you're going to do it the right way, right?
Yes, definitely. And what I've found is, especially when we're looking at group challenges, everybody tends to support each other. And it becomes more of a competition with yourself rather than with everybody else. And in the last challenge, I saw a lot of sharing recipes, a lot of sharing some finds at the grocery stores, just positive words to each other. And that's what really helps everybody go beyond what they thought they could do, because they don't feel alone. Even though we're on lockdown, we still have a way to connect together. And I think that's one really important aspect of my challenges.
And one of the major challenges, obviously, with COVID, with being stuck at home, back and forth from stay-at-homes to homeschooling, you can't quite get the workout routine in. Maybe binge eating usually comes into play because people are anxiety comes into play. So you're eating more. So this is where you keep tabs and put a good plan together, and hopefully they stick to it. And you said there's motivation with your groups, which is also great, because they always say if you've got a 100% legit goal to trim down, they say to tell someone, because if you tell someone, then those people are gonna keep booting you in the butt to stay on on track with keeping fit.
You want an update on the auctions there, Kinsman?
Yes. What do we have here?
Micheline, I always keep them on track, okay? Because I don't want to miss anything. So Janice had bid $80.
$80 for the fit, yes.
Yeah. And then Sarah has bid $85. So it's going up. So Kinsman, I don't know if you want to if you want to get in shape like your partner here.
I think so.
Put in at least $90. How there's the other piece too, Micheline, about working out and getting fit and the nutrition, but a big part of it also plays into your mental health.
Yes, absolutely. And I just obtained my social service worker diploma last spring, and working on my Bachelor of Social Work right now. And so that's where a lot of the mindset coaching that I can offer a little bit more than that. So when we're looking at cognitive behavioral therapy, well, I can kind of throw in some good habits and things like that. And but ultimately, that's the main goal of it. And my mission is to help people feel good on the inside as well as on the outside, and essentially to have a good relationship not only with food and activity but with themselves. And that translates to good or better functionality when you're out living your life, your activities of daily living. And it's not, at the end of the day, it's not about how you look, it's about how you feel, and it's about improving your life. Because, for example, like for me, I have a very strong family history of cardiovascular disease, and my mother had a heart attack. I can't remember now, it might have been a year or two ago, but I mean, she's this thin little person who walks every day. She watches what she eats. She doesn't smoke or drink. And it just goes to show you that nobody's immune to any of these things. So by helping people be able to build a better relationship with food and activity, then all of those things start to fall into place. And you can live a more fulfilling life with longevity and quality. And that's essentially why I've called my business Mission Fit, because it's my mission to help everybody live a life that's healthy and happy.
I love that.
Now, before COVID hit, Micheline, did you have a place set up here in the city? And then when COVID hit, you're now servicing your clients online. Did you have to make a big transition with all the COVID restrictions now in place?
I actually just started in January, but I've been watching coaches a lot online who've had a lot of success that way. And so I kind of have a look at what everybody's doing, what works and what doesn't. And I kind of tailor my services based on the majority opinion. And then I tailor them more uniquely when I start working one-on-one with clients. But ultimately, with my challenges, for example, I try to limit the amount of equipment that's needed. So you're looking at dumbbells, resistance bands, and body weight, and you can do just about anything you want. short of like the heavy lifting, like core lifts for power lifters and things like that. So I think to get started virtually might be in my advantage in that sense. But my goal is to reach as many people as I can. And right now, virtually is the simplest way of doing it.
Oh, that's very cool. We've had a question from Sarah asking once again, how much is the package worth?
The package is $110.
Good. So Terry was right, and Sarah has now bid $90.
$90 with the arm flexes. Sarah looking to get in shape and fit, and why not? Offering a great program for anybody who wants to get motivated to eat healthier. Do you have any tips? Obviously, you're not going to prepare a dinner for them, but what is a simple tip that someone could take from you tonight to maybe start tomorrow on a better eating plan?
Yeah.
Well, one tip I can share that's in terms of portion control. So for protein, a female portion would be the size of one fist or one palm. So about the size, and for a man, it would be 2. For fats, it would be roughly the size of, I can't even see it on the camera. So just the bottom of your palm, like a cup. And then for carbs, it would be roughly the same amount as your protein. So that's how you can kind of figure on your plate when you're looking at your plate if you have too much, not enough, or if you're balanced. But I mean, ultimately for eating foods, I'm the kind of person who will tell you, if you want to have that little piece of chocolate, have it. Like I had French toast for supper today, for example. So I just tailor the rest of my food intake for the day around that little cheat meal. Don't have a cheat day, have a cheat meal, and that's it. And that way, you can stay on track, and because you don't want to deprive yourself, because then you're going to go crazy. And if you're somebody like me who likes cookies and chocolate, cutting cold turkey does not work.
No, it doesn't work at all. And
No.
I think that some of the misconceptions out there, when you start a diet, the food tastes like plastic, doesn't taste like food. But for you tailor what let's say the person has in their fridge today, and you kind of garner through chickens and what's in the fridge to put the meals together.
Oh, yeah. And what I do is with the meal plan, I give a really big food swap table. So let's say, for example, your supper on the meal plan says, chicken, potatoes, and green beans. You go to that food swap table because you're not going to eat that every single day. And you look at how many grams of your chicken let's say that I've suggested. And then you'll look at, let's say you want beef instead. Well, it'll tell you how many grams of beef you can eat to match the amount of protein, fat, like that's relatively close, because we get bored of food, right? Eating the same thing all the time. So doing it that way, I'm helping teach people how to eat properly in ways that they won't get bored. And I'm not going to be there for the rest of their lives. So my job is to make sure you don't need me anymore at some point. So I try to prepare everybody to be as independent as possible.
Nice. And I think when you were talking proportions, I think that's probably the trap that, a lot of people get into the trouble with, including myself. I think the running joke is when you look on the box of a craft dinner, it says, serving a family size of 4 or one box. And, it's, look at that. So some people can eat an entire box in a serving, where that's not the case. And that's where the proportions, if you eat out of proportion, that's where the calories start to pack on.
Yes, definitely. And also you have to be careful, because when you're looking at the nutritional value on the packaging, you have to look at the grams, because let's say for a pack of Mr. Noodles, it'll tell you how many calories it has. But if you don't look carefully, that's only for half the pack. So if you eat the whole pack, you're eating twice what's on that nutritional label. And I found that a lot of people eat Mr. Noodles and did not realize that. So be really, really careful in comparing the grams of portion versus the grams that are on the actual packaging.
And even some of the salads that you get out there with all the fancy croutons and all the fancy dressings, some of them have more calories than compared to a Big Mac at McDonald's. So yeah, you really have to watch I guess essentially what's on that label, like very carefully.
And as they say, you are what you eat, and that's definitely true.
I feel like, like me, like, Kinsman, you're hogging all the comments here. You got to let me ask something once. Never mind about your calorie intake. I think, like, I like to eat pizza, and I picture, like, Kinsman being the devil on the one side, like, eat 9 more pieces, and then Micheline, hey, so it's only a cheat meal, like, have 1 or 2, but it is about proportions. But what's the first thing, say if, like, you're a binge eater or you do, like, a lot of sugary or salty food, like, what's the first step someone could take?
I think when we're looking at a lot of sugar or a lot of salt, a lot of times it comes with cravings. And cravings happen when your body is trying to tell you that you're lacking in some kind of mineral or vitamin. And to do a blood panel, depending on your certain health circumstances, let's say blood work with your doctor, that can give you a little bit of a hint as to why you're having those cravings. Other times, especially with sugar, sugar is highly addictive. And if you cut cold turkey, you will go into withdrawals, and the withdrawal symptoms are very severe. So you don't want to, like I mentioned earlier, you don't want to cut cold turkey. You want to gradually decrease that because sugar is found in practically everything you eat. So even if you, let's say you have 2 cookies every day, even if you cut back down to 1 cookie every day, and then you cut back down to like 1 cookie on Saturdays and Sundays, because you don't want to throw your body in for a spin, and then you're just gonna go right back because the withdrawal symptoms are gonna suck.
It's tough out there. You get the cold sweats, and then you're thinking, okay, I'm just gonna go have this cookie, and then you're back into the trap again, where everything that you've done to gain some momentum, you're now regressing in the process.
Yes.
I think that's awesome, but once again, like, I love what you're doing, Micheline. Like, it's like being there. You can't be there forever. It's like someone's side, get them started, help them with the nutrition plan, give them fun challenges, connect them with a network of people that I love the meal sharing with a network of people. And it really, like, a lot of folks that I know, they're interested in starting to exercise, but they're too nervous to go to a gym when they're open, or they don't know where to start. And I think this is an excellent way, and I'm sure they get, whether you're mid-tier or an expert, jump in, but especially for the people who are just considering an athletic type of program, you'd be an excellent source to go to.
Definitely.
Yeah, for sure. And I have specializations in many areas like bodybuilding, tactical conditioning, general fitness, and that kind of stuff. So that just lets me create programs that are a lot more specific to what one particular client's goals might be as well.
Mm-hmm.
See Lori's comment there. This is my weakness too, Lori. Her weakness is Vicky D'Amour's peanut butter balls or banana bread. Let's say someone has those issues. You again would work, okay, if you want to have a piece of, cheesecake or a peanut butter ball, you'll put that into someone's plan?
Oh yeah, I make it fit. And let's say, for example, like the banana bread and the peanut butter balls, those can be frozen. So let's say you decide one day you buy yourself some, separate it so that if you decide one day that you want one, you take it out of the freezer, but you only do it, let's say, once or twice a week. And you can use that as a reward, because we tie food to emotion. And when we're happy, we treat ourselves. When we're sad, oh, you know what? I had a hard day today. I'm going to to have a piece of cake or something like that. Yeah. So you use those as different rewards, but not to the point where you're indulging.
That's very good. So how could folks wanted to connect with your service? What's the best way to do so? Facebook?
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. And I have a website with a contact form and everything. I'm available by Messenger on Facebook as well. Just shoot me a message. I get back as quickly as I can.
Oh, awesome.
Excellent stuff.
Pretty amazing story. I know Mark was excited. Me and Mark are supposed to go back and forth on the questions, but he got so immersed in it that I let him run the roost on this
Well,
one.
I was talking to even before Micheline hopped on, even before the show. I said, you know what? I think we're all due to stay fit. It's always that time of year, in and around spring. You start walking. For me and my boys, it's around Gillies Lake, so I do some walking once in a while, a couple laps. 2.5 kilometers times 2. That's one way to stay fit. But I think you hit the nail on the head. It's the proportions, and I think this is where a lot of people, fall into the trap, which myself included, could use maybe some tips, maybe a challenge that KINZ can get involved with. I think I'll be getting in touch with Micheline to see, because a 6-week challenge, essentially how much would one lose if you followed your program for the 6 weeks? How much would you lose in that 6 weeks?
It depends on where a person's at. Let's say a client, for example, might be obese. The heavier a person is, the faster they tend to lose weight at first, and then it starts to level off.
Okay.
And then if you have less weight to lose, and it's not just about weight loss, it can be about weight gain or maintenance as well. One of my clients did lose 10 pounds in 6 weeks. And the measurements also are really big. So I push more towards the measurements over the weight because of water weight, bone structure, that kind of stuff. So if you stick to the program as well as you can and do the exercises as well as you can, there's going to be a difference for sure. Because it takes 21 days to break a habit. And by that point, I mean, if you've followed everything, you're going to be a total pro anyway. So
there we go. Total pro, Kinsman. Me and you could be Mr. Fitness Timmins.
Well, why not? Martin had a comment way back there on the list saying that we're all going to be fit. Why not? They always say you need to look after yourself. So it's no. They say there's no better time to start than right now. You're never too old to start something new. So why not the 6-week challenge? And again, the whole name of the game is after the 6-week challenge, you're supposed to continue along with your methods, because like you said, you don't want to be following in and checking in forever, but you are there if someone were to, let's say, fall off the rails down the road.
For sure. And it might even get to some point, like I've seen some others where they might join a challenge for the sheer pleasure of it. They've come to the point where they're happy with their progress, and now it's just being part of that community, of being part of a supportive network, and just having fun with it.
Very cool. I love it. I love what these businesses are doing in this town. Well, thank you so much for joining us, Micheline. We'll be in touch after the show when the auction ends, and who knows, maybe I think when we go to the Surge and start doing live shows in front of an audience, maybe we'll do like a mini boot camp with Micheline in front of the audience.
We should.
Yeah,
we should, and have Micheline put us through the paces and see who is fit. Maybe we can do the 6-week challenge and see who's better shape after the 6 weeks. Who fell off the rails? Who nibbled on the Reese peanut butter cups when they shouldn't have.
I'll get rid of all my bad habits. I don't know if I'm ready to disconnect yet. No,
that's it. You're going to go into cold sweats. But Micheline, a pleasure having you on the show. And again, if you're just joining the auction, Micheline auctioning off from Fit by Micheline, a 6-week online fitness nutrition challenge, and the value is $110. I think we're almost there. With bidding. Where are we at here? Just shy of the $100 mark. I think we're at least over the 90 mark.
Yeah, we're at $90, and the bids stay open to the end of the show. So keep on bidding. To me, this is something, if you talked about, like sometimes in COVID, few of us, including myself, I'm talking about me, on the couch a lot, and you feel like you want to kickstart healthier lifestyle. This is your big opportunity, right, Kinsman?
It certainly is. And again, you're everybody feeling a little secluded and, away from everybody with COVID in place. It's nice to know that you can reach out to Micheline online, and she's there to answer your questions in real time to walk you through the steps. Just a great program, Micheline. And again, thanks so much for joining us here on KINZ and KLOMP Live tonight.
Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you. All right, Kinsman. Do you think after if I go with the 6 weeks with Micheline, I could take you in a street fight?
I think so. Yeah, I don't know.
You're just gonna.
I always find the leaner. Obviously, you tend to see some of the smaller fighters. The leaner fighters. If you put them next to a bigger guy or gal, you're thinking, well, the guy who weighs more is probably going to do more. Where then, it's the smaller guy taking out the bigger guy because they fall faster.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, so an update on the bid is
$110.
$110 from Sarah Wing. That's awesome.
That is awesome. So she's hit the at least the value of the 6-week online fitness challenge there, $110. Where are we with Bella's? Hard to find where Bella's is.
Bella's has not changed, but I'll take a look at it. But why don't we bring on our friend from TFEC? You like that idea?
Yes, we're going to chat with Johnny O.
There he is.
How you doing?
Festival and Events Committee. Hey, Johnny O, how are you, buddy?
I'm doing fine, thanks. How are you guys doing?
Doing fabulous. I wish we could say the same for you with, TFAC, being a part of the committee here in the city. We were, loving, the festivals year after year. And then obviously COVID put, a wrench into the plans. What has been happening since, last year to now with TFAC? Because obviously fundraising still has to, stay on the back burner because we eventually want that 5th year to happen here in the city.
Yeah, that's correct. Unfortunately, a lot of our fundraisers are planned around public gatherings, and with COVID and this pandemic, we haven't been able to really have any of those fundraisers. So we've been coming up with a few initiatives. Lately, we had the TFEX Lockdown Locks, which you guys participated in. That was pretty successful, and we're promoting local business through that because we're a big supporter of local businesses because local businesses support TFEC and Rock on the River and Beer Fest and Rocktoberfest and Epic Band Battle. A lot of those businesses sponsor our events, and it makes it that much more successful.
I'm very curious about the history of TFEC. Was this something that was just organized in the last few years, or it's been standing in the community? Does it have a big history?
Yeah, a pretty big history. It happened, it all started when the Tragically Hip went to Kirkland Lake, and I voiced my concern and my frustration of Kale getting all these good bands like Tragically Hip, Headley, Simple Plan, and that stuff. And I voiced those concerns on social media, and I got a really good response. And that was the birth really of TFEC.
I think it's a great idea, voice Timmins, because obviously there's a demand here, and obviously we do have areas where we can host big concerts, and we have in the past, and since you folks have come on board, we've had some pretty fairly successful weekends here. I love the rock concert. To me, that's a wicked weekend.
It is such a good time. My little guy, we went to it was the last year, the 4th year, and my little guy just had a blast. He had me as one of the shuttle drivers that weekend, and my little guy was more. He obviously wasn't into who was playing. He was more in tune to your ATVs that were on the site to drive all the artists around. That was the fun for my little guy.
That's right. So did we lose him? Oh,
is he frozen?
I think Johnny O. There he is.
There he is.
Yeah.
He's back.
He's making an adjustment over there. So how much, obviously we are in these times right now where we're in a lull and we don't know what we can schedule next, but how far is the committee looking ahead for future events? Obviously a decision has to be made on this summer, but are you looking at the next year, 2022? Oh, Kinsman,
I think he's gone.
You want me to speak on behalf of Johnny O?
What's
I'm Johnny O from TFEC. I want KINZ and KLOMP to headline the rock concert because they have amazing voices.
He'll hit the feed again and come back in there.
Yeah,
I think Johnny O needs to read.
But that rock, the rock on the river, right? Isn't that just an awesome time?
Such a good time. I was so looking forward to the 5th year. I think everybody was, because you get some big A+ headliners coming into the city who would normally not drive through the city, and it's nice to see the likes, the Simple Plans and
So I think we have Johnny O back.
Yeah, cut out there, guys. Sorry about that.
I was trying to talk on TFEC's behalf when you left, and they said next Rock on the River, KINZ and KLOMP should headline the show with their amazing vocal talents.
Hey, we'd love to have you live, broadcasting live from one of our events. That'd be awesome.
That could be arranged.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. So absolutely, that's a guaranteed yes right now. But I was asking, like, before you jumped off quickly, obviously the focus is on, this year, if we can do anything, but how far does the committee look ahead? Are you already looking at what can be planned for 2022, 2023?
Yeah, well, you have to see, like, we have to see the band schedules and that stuff. I'd say we plan probably right after the current Rock on the River. We plan, we take about a month off and we start planning for the next year. So I'd say a good year before our event. Always looking, negotiating, and seeing what's out there, what bands are on, will be on tour the following summer and stuff like that. So we can see if they're in the area, try to get plan a good deal. We're always looking like that.
And it's no easy task. If you look at something like Rock on the River, obviously that's not something that's put together in a week. You have the committee, and you have like an onslaught of volunteers. There's a lot of participation. To me, if I would guess, like Rock on the River, you would always plan for the next one right after the last one. Am I correct?
Yeah, that's correct. There's lots of planning to with the event that size, and we also have those fundraisers in between to help us with the funding of our annual festival.
Now, do I dare ask? Obviously, before COVID stuck its wrench into the spokes for what would have been the 50th year, who are you able to say who you had maybe on the hook for the 50th year?
Yeah, well, it was a step up from all the other bands we've had. So I thought it was going to be a really great 50th year celebration. It was an international act. But no, I can't really reveal who it was. Out of the respect of the artists, they don't really want that. And so it was a good band, and we'll try to get them back.
Well, that's the thing with the cancellations, I guess not really a cancellation, but let's put this on hold, the pause button. Have these artists expressed saying, hey, when we do get a 5th year, give us a call back? Is that how that works?
Well, I think, see, Kinsman, you asked him the question to reveal the name.
He's pondering.
But a couple people said that we should host. We would, and then Joanne said I can do my opening rap.
Yeah, well,
there he is.
The artists we had lined up for our 5th anniversary with, and kept communication open, our lines of communication open, just so to see if they'd be interested in the 5th year. But all it comes down to is what their schedule is like.
Yeah, it is awesome. And people, a lot of people like in Timmins will tell me, well, there's not a lot to do in the community. I need to move to a bigger city center, and I guess it all depends on what's important in your life. But you have to remember, like, we have hosted some pretty awesome events here.
No.
And once someone mentioned Beer Fest. I love that one too. Let's not forget how awesome that event is.
Beer Fest. Every fundraiser TFEC has put on has been, well, as they say, TFECing horrific, right? That's they even got the shirts.
So
a TFECing good time. There we go.
And
Johnny, we've got two of you.
We got two Johnny.
What's going on?
I don't know what's going on here. There we go.
I think you may have some streaming difficulties.
Yeah,
so
I'm in the depths of my basement right now. So
okay, so is TFEC? I guess before we close out, you mentioned fundraisers. Is there anything right now that TFEC is doing to fundraise, generate some money? Anything that you folks would need help promoting until we wait till what restrictions are going to allow us to do?
Yeah, well, we have a new initiative called Bottles for Bands. We were going to have a bottle collection, like a bottle drive, That was going to be scheduled shortly, but then with the extension of the lockdown, we have to reschedule and come up with a date for that. And then also we're working on a raffle called Rock in the Sun, which will include selling tickets and having the chance of winning a gift certificate for.
We had to win a gift certificate. I think he's having some
technical difficulties, but the bottle drive would be a great initiative here in the city. I know a lot of people, jumping to the LCBO a little bit more, now knowing that we're going back to homeschooling again this week for the kids. So,
that's great.
Hang on to the bottles.
And once again, he had a little bit of difficulties, but you got the one thing we do want to mention, if it wasn't for, the folks at TFEC and guys like Johnny O, so cool that he has that slang last name, John. I should just be Jamie K. Maybe I'll take that from Johnny O. But if it wasn't for folks like them, we would not have a lot of these awesome events in our community. So anytime, if they're doing a fundraiser, hopefully they could do the bottle drive. And whatever that second one was to win a gift certificate, we should support it. Then when the floodgates open, Kinsman, you and I could help host one of their parties. What do you think about that?
I think that should be a great idea. I think Johnny O trying to pipe back in there. Should we try him one more time? There he is.
Again, third time's a charm.
Oh, yeah. So you were mentioning that we got the part about the bottle drive, but also that there was a second fundraising initiative that you're doing.
Yeah, we're looking at a raffle. What it is, we're going to be selling tickets for a travel voucher. Once the pandemic's over, I'm sure everyone will want to travel. So that's going to be called Rock in the Sun. And we're just working on the details of that as well and trying to get that out shortly. Like I said, it's tough because all of our fundraisers, like Rocktoberfest, Beer Fest, Epic Band Battle, are all contingent on public gatherings. So we have to come up with some new creative ways to fundraise.
Very cool. And what we were telling folks before you came back on is that, we appreciate all the work yourself and the committee's doing, to bring fun, entertaining events to our community. And of course, anytime you guys are running a fundraiser, it brings positive spirits to the community. So folks, get out there if you can and support it. And we're looking forward to some rock and roll, some music, something happening soon.
Yes, I think we all have what they call cabin fever. We need to get back to live venues, out in the public, talking to one another. I think the first actual event is going to be kind of awkward. We don't know what to do when we're actually, conversing with people in a park. But live music is definitely missed. And Johnny O, you were talking about the one message. I think it was the blast about the hip in KL. I remember that online, and you ripped them another arsehole, so to speak, and basically said, if they can get the hip, we can get the hip too, or stellar bands, and you guys are rocking the river. It takes, as they say, no I in team. You guys and gals have certainly put Timmins on the map for musical concerts here in the city.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Mark. Yeah, it's a lot of work, and we've come a long way since year one, and the community's really embraced us. The businesses, the city of Timmins. So it's really, it's kind of inspiring.
Yeah, no, that's great. Like, once again, we may not have any of these awesome events if folks like Johnny O and the whole TFEC committee and I'm pretty sure the source of volunteers and businesses that step up to support it. So, of course, Mark and I, anything that you folks are doing, we're always happy, absolutely want to be part of it. Of course, hosting, but promoting fundraisers and anything that helps bring entertainment and fun to this city, that's a guaranteed yes from us.
Yep. If you need us to go out and collect bottles when the bottle drive is available, you've got my vehicle, you've got Jamie's vehicle. We'll put ourselves to good use with you.
Yeah, there you go. That's a plan right there.
Yeah. And we may have one or two bottles to donate to.
Yeah, I've got a lot of Loon vodka bottles hanging out over here.
All right. Well, thanks so much for joining us, giving us an update on what's going on at TFEC. And of course, once things allow us for other promotions and events are going to happen, make sure you folks hop right back on and give it a good promotion and let folks know that entertainment's coming back to the city.
Thanks, guys. Appreciate
Awesome.
it.
Thanks, Johnny O.
Have a good night.
Yep, you too.
Yeah, I love, like, there's a, he saw something he didn't like. He thought something was missing from this community, and he stepped up and he did something about it.
He basically said, we need to bring bands to the city where, you can have people make complaints left and right, but are they really doing anything? It's like the protesters out there with COVID, saying, I can't believe they're forcing this on. Well, what do if you're out protesting, what are you protesting, right? Well, so in their defense, protesting that there was not a good, abundance of music and talent coming through the Timmins, so they stood up and the entire, crew at TFAC, put it into play to put an amazing festival on, which, fingers crossed, if we can cross that bridge, the 5th year, I'm gonna say that's going to be obviously it is their milestone year. It's going to be amazing when we can actually get back to Participe Park for that 5th year.
All right, Kinsman, it's time to bring on Martin Peel. Now, you notice I got my Manchester City blue on tonight, right?
That's right.
You know why? Because I'm a Man City fan, and please don't call it soccer. It's football, and you're going to upset Mark.
Football.
But, Kinsman, you know what? You did not get the dress code tonight, because where's your blue, Kinsman?
I don't. You know what? I'm not a soccer fan. If you said what sport I watch, maybe hockey and golf, not soccer.
You're even upset sniper.
I said before the show you can't call it soccer.
There we go. Football. Maybe you'll turn me into a Manchester fan when and a couple of. I have to actually sit down and watch a football game. I have not.
You should watch it. It's educational.
That's right.
Yeah, and it lasts more than 10 minutes before they take a break.
Yeah.
And they don't swap the whole team out.
Yeah. Great. There you go, Kinsman. We'll have to give you a 101. So this is gonna be awesome. So let's
get our viewers up to speed on what's going on here.
Yeah. To set the story, once again, Martin Peel from K9's Pads Security Protection and Detection came up with an idea where his company, a group of employees, wanted to give $1,000 to a business in need. Mm-hmm. It's been a disaster of a year for small businesses. And from that good gesture, Spoiled Rotten and Minuteman Press in Timmins also stepped in. So which means they gave their own $1,000. So that means tonight, 3 businesses will be getting $1,000 each. And how it's going to be done, we had a post. People nominated the businesses. Martin Peel has put the business names in those tennis balls.
On the tennis balls.
On the tennis balls.
In case we do it again. I don't want to ruin them.
That's a good idea. And Sniper, right? Sniper's going to grab a tennis ball.
Good.
Did I get all that right, Kinsman?
Yeah.
Yes.
So are we going to draw from backwards upwards, or the last oncoming Minuteman and then Spoiled Rotten? And then me, or you want to do it that way?
I would say let's do it Minuteman, Spoiled Rotten, and then you folks.
That's not the problem. There goes all my balls. Where's the balls?
This is awesome.
Thank you.
He's got to pick one of them anyway. They're all on the floor now.
Good lad. You got it.
This is the best draw ever.
And each ball has a ballot in it.
There we go. This is the first one. I'll throw them all back in the box in a minute. And it's the Rock and Go Gymnastics.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Rock and Gold.
That's awesome.
$1,000.
Give me a second.
Isn't that the best draw? Like, we just have a box with pieces of paper. He has dogs flying everywhere, kids. To me, this is how they should pick the 649 numbers, right?
It would be awesome.
It would make it more exciting, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Look at, is he still chewing on the ball back there? What's he doing?
Yeah, I'll get him.
He's chewing on Rock and Gold's tennis ball.
That's right. He's so happy for Rock and Gold. Because when you should have been there with the dog suit so Sniper could chew on your arm instead of being distracted.
He doesn't want to give it up. But Rock and Gold, if you're just joining us now, Rock and Gold has picked up the first $1,000. So we're going to reach out to all these. Is it you going to be reaching out to all these businesses with the thousands, Martin? Martin's dealing with Sniper there. Well, we'll bring Martin back at the end there.
You can't ask him a question.
There we go. And the second one.
Sniper's like, forget the ballot. I want the tennis ball.
Yeah. That's it. Hold on, see it. Got the wrong one. Second one, Terry's hair fashion. Oh.
Who is it? Terry's Hair Fashions?
Terry's Hair Fashions. All right. Sniper shows love for Terry's Hair Fashions.
I don't know.
It's funny that my haircut, I look like a tennis Kinsman. That's my only connection there. Sniper's going in for ball number 3. I think Sniper would be good at the bingos too, right?
That's right. Can you imagine OLG with a canine picking the balls as they drop? Hey, Sniper making an appearance. There's Sniper. Sniper's like, he's like, throw the ball, Papa.
You're a good boy, Sniper.
PJ Nails and Spa.
PJ Nails?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Very cool.
Good lad.
He did such a good job, Sniper.
You gonna throw? There he goes. He's gone now. He's off the clock, right? It's playtime now for Sniper.
Yeah. So just recap on that. That's Rock and Gold Gymnastics. Got the Jeanette Gagnon Minuteman.
Wow.
Terry's Hair Salon is from Melissa Lamarche. Sport Rotten. And PJ Nails and Spa from me.
Wow. Guys. Congratulations. Amazing. Again, Martin, you're the spearheader behind this. It was your initial, donation of the $1,000 that got, the others, Melissa Lamarche and Spoiled Rotten and Minuteman Press on board. These small businesses now, are probably going to be in need of this $1,000. How do they get the $1,000 from you? Are you going to reach out to these businesses?
Yeah, I'll reach out to them and we'll make arrangements. The Rock and Gold Gymnastics, they'll meet with Jeanette, and I got a bad memory. Terry's Hair Fashions will meet with Melissa, and PJ Nails will meet with me, and they can collect their checks from each of us.
Excellent. Congratulations. That is just amazing. The city with a heart of gold. Well, you're looking at a gentleman with the heart of gold there.
And it's not to say we're not doing it again.
That's right. I think it's a great idea, and we should start talking immediately how we can get something like this or exactly this to happen again, because I think it did spread a lot of, positive goodwill and other businesses that jumped on, and I think the challenge should go out to new businesses. And if you can,
absolutely. And these balls will stay in there for the next one. Those three won't be able to participate, but everybody else.
Awesome.
How's that?
I love it. And let's do the draw the same way. That's the best thing that's ever happened on this show so far.
Well, we should get a Scooby-Doo outfit for Mark, and you can dress up and jump in the box.
I can jump in the box and take it out.
Yeah, that's great.
Sniper's going to take me out for taking his job.
See, kids, finally someone who's on my side on this show. What do you think about that? There he is.
Look at Sniper. He's like, let's go pick another ball. Well, we just might do that in due time. Again, if there's other businesses out there that want to get in touch with Martin, we just might be doing this very, very soon in the near future here on another KINZ and KLOMP Live episode.
All right. Well, thank you, Mr. Peel. We will be talking to you very soon. And once again, go City, go. But most
I didn't find the old Manchester City song. You played a bunch of other ones.
We'll sing at the Kinsman next time. But all jokes aside, thanks for spearheading this, which you've done for these 3 businesses. It's going to make a big difference, and we look forward to partnering with you more on these initiatives.
Definitely. And just let it be known, it's not fame. I'm doing it because of this.
That's right. Thank you. Good.
Thanks so much, Martin.
No problem. Have a good night, everyone.
You too.
Good night.
I'll
We'll
put my
talk to you
glasses
soon.
back on now. You see.
There you go.
Gotta
Right.
put the other ballots back into the box there for the next time. So you heard them. When we do this again, shouldn't say if, but when we do this again, all the ballots are going to stay in there, and we'll collect more from our page and put them into the box, and then get Sniper to pick more businesses. Again, Rock and Gold Gymnastics, Terry's Hair Fashions, and PJ Nails and Spas each picked up $1,000 tonight. Like, it doesn't get any better than that.
Yeah, that was awesome. And well, the only thing I liked more is Sniper flying around and the balls going everywhere. Martin picking them. That has to happen on our show. That's what we're all about. To me, I love that moment.
Yeah, it's a good time. And again, my Sniper's off the clock. He says, canine by day, he's just a house pet at night. I used to see Sniper having some fun there. Probably goes through quite the work day. I'm just going to say a canine probably puts in some miles here in this city.
That's right. Martin says you can't say it wasn't live.
That's right. That's right.
Completely amazing. But once again, what we tell him, he's never star with kids and dogs. Yeah, he's right. But he has a big heart, Martin, and he absolutely he did this in an entertaining way. But at the end of the day, it's going to help. It's going to make a big difference for these businesses, and anything you can do to help. I wish we could help them all out. So many in need, but we will find a way to help out folks in many different ways, and we'll continue on, right, Kinsman?
We will certainly do that. If not with another $1,000, if other businesses, get in touch with Martin and say, hey, I liked what you guys just did there. I want to, donate $1,000 to the next draw. If we can get a few more businesses on board, we can make more small businesses happier, especially in the stay-at-home orders and all the restrictions with COVID, especially when there's no curbside, there's no bills coming in. $1,000 will right a few ships in COVID times. And it's just great to see that we had the support again from Martin Peel, from Pad's Canine Protection and Detection Services. We had Melissa LaMarche, Spoiled Rotten, and we also had, Jeanette at Minuteman Press, who donated $1,000 for the cause. Amazing. And again, I can't wait till we do this again.
Yes, absolutely. We'll keep it going. All right, Kinsman, it's been a great show. It's time for me to get my beauty rest. I can't be up to 2 a.m. like you. I need some sleep.
All right. Well, we'll chat on Tuesday. We've got a big show on Tuesday. Maybe some news on more $1,000 to be given away for small businesses. You never know. But we do have a pretty ginormous guest joining us, Gilles Bisson. The MPP, member of provincial parliament, joining us on Tuesday's show here on KINZ and KLOMP Live. So if you have a question for Gilles, save it, and you just might have it answered live on our show Tuesday night.
Not until you rap, Jamie. You know what I'm going to do? Like, they want me to rap. I'm going to sing it out like I sang it out before, okay, Kinsman? Are you ready? I like this one, right? Party rocking in the house tonight. Everybody just have a good time.